I'm going to the bathroom and I see a line and I think it's the line for the bathroom and it's not, right? It's not. And I look and there's two women in like stirrups, like gynecologist chairs.
Okay.
With their legs spread, and the line is for people to just
fuck them,
just go down on them for like a undisclosed amount of time, and then when they're done, they either leave or get back in line.
This is Sexy Funny Raw, where we chat all about the world of sex, from dating and relationships all the way to the adult industry itself. I'm Silvia Saige, and this is my Pornspective, answering all the questions you weren't even brave enough to ask Google. Get ready, because Sexy Funny Raw starts now.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Sexy Funny Raw. I am your host, Silvia Saige. I do not have Dr. Eddie in studio with me this week, but I do have a very funny comedian in studio with me. Everyone, say hello to Justin Foster.
Hey, everyone.
There's so many of them.
There's so many. Hello,
I know.
everyone.
Where do you want to go? This week, you guys, we're going to have a little bit of fun with Justin. I'm probably going to make him very uncomfortable, but that's what I love to do. We are talking fetish. Fetishes, all different types of fetishes.
Okay.
I'm going to learn so much about you today, Justin. Okay.
I've already started to like fidget a little bit. Like, oh, yeah, it sounds
You're
good.
already uncomfortable? Okay, so I learned something while I was doing my research for this show, and that is that fetish, the word, is derived from a Portuguese fetico, meaning spell or charm, which explains why you feel enchanted by a certain kink. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Do you consider yourself, Justin, kinky or vanilla?
Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm vanilla but kinky adjacent.
That is fair.
Right? If there's like a spectrum, I'm like vanilla but maybe like a little
little
mocha.
rim job?
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Wait, maybe I am kinkier than I thought.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
We're going to start here on the episode and then we're just going to end up like in the full
Yeah, Justin's like, I am vanilla, but I do all of those things that you listed, so maybe.
rim job every Tuesday. What do you mean?
Okay, so
I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll answer this question at the end of the episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think your biggest fetish is? Now, should I get into what fetishes are first? Like what types of ones before we get you there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the most common fetishes include body parts. So that's going to be feet, legs, asses, boobs.
I love boobs,
but it's
not
like,
in a fetish.
Okay.
No.
So those are...
So no body part fetishes for me.
That's not for you.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
I'm not a feet guy. I'm not a... what are the other ass? Wait.
Ass, legs.
Nah.
Okay. So
I
some people like
parts of the woman.
fetishize like certain parts of a woman, especially feet.
No.
Feet is a huge one, and we'll get into why a little bit
Really?
later.
Okay. Because I always wonder about it because I see now, especially like all the people are like, oh, this is like, you got a feet finder me and like I sell feet. Like I know people who like sell like, like socks and stuff. And
I sell socks, shoes, pantyhose, all of it.
That's never done it for me. I think the other day, it was so funny. My girlfriend came in the other day and she like took her shoes off and the bottom of her feet were just like black and like
some men
dirty.
love that.
And I was like, hey, this ain't for me.
Yeah. Some men are, do you ever lick feet? Do you ever like?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Suck on toes.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you can
I'll
get
do anything
into
that's
it.
asked of me. I'm a people pleaser, Sylvia.
Okay.
If you ask,
Fair.
I'll do it.
Fair.
But it's not like
it's not your
I've
thing.
probably tried everything.
Okay.
But I'll be like, yeah, that's not for me, or yeah, I like that you like it, but like.
Have you had a woman put your feet in her mouth?
My feet, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you like that?
No, I laugh.
Oh my God.
It's
Did it
ticklish.
tickle
I
you?
giggle, yeah.
So I wondered that because I don't know that it's the same for men as it is for women. Because I will tell you personally, I do have a foot fetish. And
do you?
I didn't think I did. Didn't think I did until I got with a man who had a foot fetish, and he turned that light on for me.
Okay.
But I will tell you, and I tell everybody this because I think more people should be into feet. If a man licks between my toes, it feels to me like he's licking my pussy.
Really?
Yes. Like I feel the sensation in my vagina when he is licking in between my toes.
See, I would mess it up. I would be like, this little piggy went to the market.
Ruin the moment altogether.
Okay, just stop. All right, just stop.
But there is something sexy about like licking up the sole and like biting on the heel.
Well, so now I got to get
You got to get more into it.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What about
Interesting.
choking?
No.
Are you scared to kill someone?
No. I mean, I've done it. I have done it.
You'll do it for other people.
I've done it for other people. I don't
Okay.
like it. I don't want to be
Don't
choked.
come
No,
choking
don't
you.
choke me. But
Okay.
I've done, like, I had a girl ask me to choke her, and was like, okay, and she was like,
More.
I know. I was like, oh my god, I feel like this is so wrong.
I feel like the people who are into it are like, almost kill me. Like,
yeah. And then you do it, but then like I'm not enjoying myself because I'm
Yeah.
like, this is
Scared.
just listen, I don't want to be that. I'm like a nice guy. Like I'm a very I'm a Cancer, I'm a Hufflepuff. I'm very so for me to be like making love to a woman but also like causing her pain, I like
Yeah.
it just there's like a
I feel you.
like the
But pleasure can be pain.
yeah, if they like it, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But it's like, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing something wrong.
What about ropes? Would you ever tie somebody up?
If they wanted
Or like
to.
handcuffs even?
I've done handcuffs.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
I've done handcuffs. I've done tied to
Again,
the
not your
bedpost.
thing?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it.
I love that you'll do it.
Whatever you want,
but
I'll
you're
do
not
it.
into it.
Just ask me and I'll try it. Yeah.
See, but I think there's something very sexy about being tied up because it means that you no longer have control and you're trusting
yeah.
this person to like sexually please you.
I like doing the thing where you're like having sex and you take the girl's hands and you like
And-
kind of
yeah.
hold on, you
Yeah.
hold it like that. I feel like that's a good
Yeah.
in between besides
Like you don't have to like
you're tied up and I'm
tie her.
choking you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure. Yeah. I've definitely tied to the bedpost before and handcuffs and
Yeah.
stuff.
Gags?
And
Ball
choked.
gags?
I've never done a ball gag. I did the thing one time with the mask and it was just like a hole cut out.
Yeah.
And so, but yeah, I've never ball gags, but I wouldn't be
Yeah.
opposed to it.
You got to be careful with ball gags because you have to really trust your partner. I will say, anytime I've done ball gag work, it's been for a porn set and it's on kink.com. And they are exquisite about your nose because in porn you have safe words a lot.
Sure.
But with a ball gag in, it's really hard to have a safe word because
God.
you can't talk.
Right.
So they do a thing where you have to moan like 3 times in a row. You have to go, and
Okay.
they'll stop production and they'll pull the gag out of your mouth and like, are you okay?
Oh, that's great.
Yes. That actually happened to me one time. We were like doing a scene. I had a ball gag in and apparently I made the noises and they stopped everything and they were like, pulled it out and they're like, are you okay? And I was like, no, I was having a great time. Like,
Oh,
what
no.
happened?
You're like,
Yeah.
you're like into it.
Yeah, I was like, I loved what was happening. And they were like, oh, you made the 3 noises. I was like, oh, sorry, my bad.
Right. Yeah. Noises moaning is weird to like,
Yeah.
when you're moaning on the porn set, we'll shut it down.
Yeah.
It seems like you could do like a finger thing or something.
Yeah. Well, you're tied also. Usually when you're ball gagged,
gotcha.
you're also very tied up.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you have no.
I watch 60 Days In a lot, and whenever they want to get pulled out, they'll like pat their head 3 times at the camera. But I guess you can't do that if you're tied up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ah, I've watched that show too.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
very
They're like,
interesting.
I sure would love a cup of coffee right now, and like production pulls them out immediately. But I
Yeah.
guess you can't do that with a ball gag in your mouth.
Yeah.
Moaning seems weird though.
Yeah.
It's,
I loved it.
but I'm saying to stop
to
it.
stop it,
You're like, no,
yeah.
I was having a great time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, sorry.
But it's very distinct moans. It's a
Gotcha.
yeah.
Gotcha. Is it because it's
Speaking-
hard to breathe with the? It's like they worry that you maybe
It's
like
not
can't
hard to breathe. They want to make sure that your ropes aren't too tight, that like whatever sex is happening isn't hurting you,
Gotcha.
like that type of
get.
thing.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Do you watch porn with partners?
I haven't watched in a long time. It's been like a year or two. But yeah, I've watched porn with partners before.
Do you consider yourself like a voyeuristic?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
Will you let other people watch you have sex?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Yes.
Totally. 100%.
Oh, that's so interesting.
Oh,
I
yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
most people would be like, absolutely not.
No, I like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I like watching other people and having people watch me.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All
totally.
right.
Yeah.
Now, same.
Yeah.
We actually talked about just recently on this episode, or not on this podcast, not in the studio, but how much I love like being on display for people
Mm-hmm.
while I'm having sex, like Vegas, like the hotel rooms,
Oh,
just
yeah.
like leave the lights
windows
on and all the
open.
windows
Yeah, of
open.
course,
I'm
yeah.
like, I'm here for you guys.
Yeah. Totally.
you know?
This is your time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so that's interesting because all of these are considered kinks, by the way, like voyeurism, all that kind of
Okay.
stuff.
All right. So we're getting further.
Yeah,
We're getting further over here.
yeah, we're getting there. So this is one of my absolute personal favorites, I have to say. And I don't know that I can pronounce this word, but you can try if you would really like to.
Cato. Is this an R?
Yes, it is.
Catophilia?
Sure. It's having sex in front of a mirror.
Catophoronophilia.
I don't know if that makes me like full of myself to love having sex in front of a mirror. The only thing you're into. Because I gotta be honest with you, I'm not normally watching them.
Right.
I'm watching me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, looking how I look. I am watching their penis go inside of me.
Yeah.
I like that.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think the mirror thing, like if you were just having sex, you would just look at them. The mirror, you're not looking in the mirror and then also looking at them. You're looking at
I guess you're right.
Right.
I
You
guess
wouldn't
that
need the
makes
mirror.
sense. Yeah.
I'm not going to look. I can look here. I'm not going to look over
You're
here to
here.
look at. Yeah. I'm clearly looking at me. Man, I should go back to LA Fitness, huh? Man, this.
But it's funny because I'm just like proud of myself. You know, I'm like, look at you. Look at you go.
Look at you go. Good job. It's like the therapist. You have to do like inner child work in front of a mirror, but it's during sex. Look at you. You deserve all the best things in life.
Are you a mirror sex guy?
We have like a closet, and it's just two giant
yeah,
mirrors. And it's like
nice.
awesome.
On both sides of your bed?
Oh, yeah.
Fuck
It's great.
yeah.
Yeah.
You get to watch everything. You
Yeah,
just need
yeah,
one
yeah.
on the mirror now.
Right,
On
yeah,
the
yeah, the
ceiling.
ceiling, yeah, exactly.
You're totally good. I have never put a mirror on the ceiling. I will say that. It also seems a little like death-defying. I just imagine, especially living in California with earthquakes.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine?
Like a Final Destination thing?
Yes.
Where just like, right, yeah.
You're just sleeping peacefully in bed in a fucking hurricane.
Yeah, and
We
it's
don't
hard to
have-
do cocaine off the ceiling, you know?
Truth.
No, I don't think I would do a mirror on the ceiling. You're right? Especially
Yeah.
in LA, you get one like
Yeah.
big earthquake and then
Shards
you're dead.
of glass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. That's also my fetish. It's a shard of glass philia.
Okay, so I
So
know.
mirror, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm killing
that's a
it
hot
right
one.
now.
Yeah, you have more
Just a
kinks than
little
you
freak.
think that you do. Yeah. Okay, have you ever been to a swinger party?
Yeah, I performed comedy at one.
No, you didn't.
I did.
Were you nude?
Yeah. No, I wasn't. It was actually really interesting. This is a funny
Please
story. I'm glad you
share.
asked me that.
Yes.
This is one of my favorite stories to tell.
Yes.
And I feel like a lot of normal people aren't like, not that
Normal
we're
people.
abnormal.
Normal
Normies, you tell a story at a party and they're like, wait, what? What? But you tell it to comedians and they're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So yeah, I got booked to do a swingers club, and it was an exclusive. Like your name has to be on the list, you have to be verified, members. And what they did was they had a dinner. They had a full bar, full restaurant, and there's tables, and everyone's sitting like you would do like a comedy show.
Yeah.
And they wheel out a stage, and we did comedy.
Wow.
I did a full comedy set. It was great. The stage, the comedy show ends.
Nobody's fucking while you're
Nope.
doing comedy.
Nope, everyone's fully
Okay.
dressed. The comedy show ends. A DJ rolls in.
Okay.
A stripper pole. Music starts playing. Then people disperse.
And
Start getting
you
cocktails.
stay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I hung out. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. So
Did they make you get tested before you went?
No.
Okay.
No. I think everyone else was.
Okay.
The members were tested.
Yeah.
But so the DJ starts playing, and then people get up, and that's when people are mixing and mingling. Hey, how
Yeah.
you doing? Oh, you remember Shirley? Okay, da da da. So I'm like chilling, and I'm like watching it, and then yeah, it sort of breaks off, and then there's still people downstairs hanging out, having cocktails. But then I notice people are going upstairs, right? And then you go upstairs, and it's just like mattresses
Oh.
and lube and condoms and like.
Was it at someone's house or?
No, it was like a club.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
In LA?
Dallas.
Dallas. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
All right. The name of the club? No, I'm just
I was about to say the name of it because it's a very funny, like tongue-in-cheek name, but I probably shouldn't.
Yeah.
But so people are going upstairs and having sex, and then there's another room that I kind of like stuck my head in, and there's just like it's hard to describe, but it's almost like a sauna at like a gym that you would see, kind
Okay.
of like a wood paneling room with
Yeah.
bunks,
Oh.
and there was people on each bunk making love. Having sex, and they weren't making love, I'm sure. But here's the craziest part, and not crazy like to kink shame. I'll say the most jaw dropping part for me
Yeah.
is I'm going to the bathroom and I see a line, and I think it's the line for the bathroom, and it's not, right? It's not. And I look, and there's two women in like stirrups, like gynecologist chairs,
Okay.
with their legs spread, and the line is for people to just
Fuck them?
just go down on them
Oh.
for like a undisclosed amount of time, and then when they're
Wow.
done, they either leave or get back in line.
Wow.
And I'm like, Sylvia, I'm like 25.
Wow.
I'm 26.
Your mind is
I'm a
blown.
baby.
Yeah.
I'm a baby.
Yeah.
I brought a date to this thing. I brought a girl because I thought it would be, and I'm like,
I brought a date.
and she's like, what is happening? I'm like, there's plastic in one of the rooms. Like I was, I walked in, I was like, did they book Gallagher? Like what show is it? It was wild. And I didn't partake. Like some guy was like, hey, my wife thought you were really funny. And I'm like, oh, cool, thanks.
Yeah.
I didn't know anything.
They're like,
now at 42, I would be like,
Yeah.
oh my God, please book me on this.
Yeah.
I would have brought my
I would get
girlfriend.
tested.
She would have been
Yeah.
down. I would have been. It would have been a whole thing,
Yeah.
But I was so young and I was so new to comedy. But
Yeah.
I'll never forget that. That was like so many years ago, and I remember
Wow.
it. Yeah, I just realized, is this the bathroom? Let's go up. That's not the bathroom.
So did you partake? Did you
No,
do your?
I didn't do anything. I was a baby.
you waited in line.
I
You
waited in
waited
line.
in
I should have.
line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so like, just my mind was blown.
Yeah.
At 25, And now 25 now is a little bit different. 25 back then is like a.
That
I'm
sounds
so
like a great time
overwhelmed.
for me. I would love to
know.
be one of those girls. I will tell you, I have obviously had thousands of partners. I don't know if it's thousands. I quit counting long time ago. But lots and lots of partners.
Sure.
And I will tell you that it is very surprising the men who will eat your pussy well. And it's not the ones you think. It's usually the men where I'm like, would I even want to fuck this guy? But
Sure.
if you close your eyes, they will aim to please.
Because they have
So,
to.
Yeah.
They got to be good at it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I would love to be there, just saying, because I would just put a blindfold on. I'd just let them go to town.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
moments in time that if I could go back, I would do differently.
Yeah.
And that's definitely one of those where it was just like, and I crushed. I had like a great set. Like I
Yeah.
was 25, I had hair. I was like, dude, the world was mine. My wife thinks you're hot. Like, hey, come on in. And I was like, oh no. Like I was like, I bailed.
Yeah.
Got my check and I was like, all right, thanks guys. But
Damn.
now I'm like, man,
Woulda, coulda, shoulda.
I know. Yeah, but
Yeah.
whatever.
So, ever a bathhouse or only a swingers party?
No, I never done a bathhouse or
Okay.
anything. Yeah, just the swingers party.
Yeah. I mean, they're kind of one and the same. I just feel like bathhouses aren't usually tested and regulated.
Right.
As well, swingers parties are.
Yeah, and it was funny because like comedy brought me there. It wasn't like like it was such a crazy. And it's funny to hear comics now who like complain about like rough shit. Like I had to perform at a bar the other day. I was like, I did a swingers bar, dude. Like you had to talk over TVs. I had to talk over people coming. Like what do you?
I do bar shows all the time to this day because I like doing bar shows to like set myself up for the next good show I have. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I just want to get my material out.
Yeah.
I don't care who's listening.
Right. Or if they're just waiting for you to wrap it up so they can have sex with this guy's wife.
Exactly.
The look of people like, all right, can we end this show right now? You're funny, but
Yeah.
oh, sorry, they didn't turn the TV off at the sports bar you played at, guy. They were waiting to have sex. It's a lot of pressure.
Okay. Now there are a few fetishes that I hope and pray that
Okay.
you don't
Uh-oh.
have. But
I've
I
been
wanna,
peed on.
Just throwing that out there. I have definitely been peed on. Do you enjoy it?
I didn't.
No. Okay.
I did not.
Yeah.
I did not. But she was like, you want to try it? And I was like, all right, yeah, I'll try it.
I wouldn't shame anybody over a
No.
pee fetish, by
No.
the way.
Okay.
I've tried
Yeah.
pee fetishes, and honestly, it's I have a shy bladder. It's not for the fact that it's not like a turn on for me. It's
Yeah.
like I've had plenty of men be like, "Will you piss on me?" And recently, I had somebody be like, "Will you piss on me?" And I'm like, "I will try."
Yeah.
I can't promise anything because like my bladder like doesn't want to pee even if there's someone else in the bathroom, let
Yeah.
alone directly
Totally.
underneath me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
What are we talking
Yeah.
about right now?
Totally. And it's a funny thing to find out that you're not into the second it happens. Because you can't turn it off, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, all right. I was like, I don't think I'm into this, but I'll like try it because you
Yeah.
want to try it. And she's like,
Yeah.
I've never done it before. All right, well, that's cool. And dude, it's like, as soon as the first drop like hit, I was like,
Should
I don't
be
like
on
this.
your face?
No, just my chest
Oh,
in the
okay.
bathtub. But as soon
okay.
as the first drop, I was like, I don't like this.
It's
I don't like
hot.
this. I don't like this. And she's like, well, I
Yeah.
can't stop. I don't know what to do. And I was like, I don't like it.
you said it while she's doing
I go,
it.
yeah, I'm not into this. I'm not into this. And she's like, I'm sorry. I just can't like stop. And it was just like hitting me. I was like, okay, like we're on a roller coaster. You're like, it's gonna be done soon. She's almost finished. Like, how much did you drink? Stop.
Oh my God, I was going to say, it might not be over soon. I've had plenty of pees where I'm like, holy shit.
Right,
Like,
right.
People are going to wonder what I'm doing in here.
Did you save it all for me?
Yes.
What are you doing?
And she's like, I haven't peed all day. I have drank
Right.
6 bottles of water.
Totally, yeah.
Let's go.
She's just chugging coffee.
Yeah.
Like, what are you?
That's what I would have to do if I were going to pee on somebody, honestly. Not piss all day long. And then
Yeah.
I'd like, let's go right now.
Right.
This is what's happening.
Well, especially if you're into it, right? If you're like
Yeah.
really, you're like, yeah, save it all for me. I
Yeah.
was like, I don't like this. This has to stop right now.
I also feel like it's easier for a guy to piss on a girl than it is for a girl to piss on a guy.
Yeah, but sure.
It's just hard for us to control any of that.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm trying it.
Good for you.
I'm going from vanilla.
Yeah, I don't think you're as vanilla as you think you
I
are.
guess I should give myself more credit.
Yeah, but these ones I truly think you haven't done. And it's zoophilia. Can you imagine what that is?
Having sex at the San Diego Zoo.
Close. With animals in general.
Oh, no.
I just saw that some guy in Europe actually got arrested. Did you guys see this?
Mm-hmm.
Arrested for fucking a cow.
Wow.
And because of CCTV, they were able to like identify him specifically and be like, no, you were the guy fucking this cow.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Wow.
He went to jail for it, which he should. Don't fuck animals. That is one fetish I will shame you for, is fucking animals.
Yeah.
There's another one called formacophilia.
Okay.
I might have mispronounced this.
Formacophilia.
Can you take a guess?
No.
No,
Okay.
formacophilia.
Oh, you bang a former coworker.
That would be hot. I'm down for that
Yeah,
one.
totally.
Have you banged coworkers?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, same. Yeah. Did it make the
That's
work?
why you get a job. What are you guys doing for money? Bro, I bartended for like 20 years. Like, that's what you do.
Yeah. Actually, I never fucked anybody I bartended with. I bartended all the time. But I fucked people when I worked in hospitals. I would I fucked either doctors I worked for.
Oh, okay, all right.
Or
All right.
Other medical staff.
Yeah.
That was like my medical
Yeah,
staff.
yeah,
And
yeah.
it made work so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like you almost want to quit your job afterwards.
Right. I'm thinking of like patience for some reason when you said
Oh,
that.
no,
Like
I
some
wasn't.
guy's like, oh, thank God. I got two hours left. Thank you, Jesus.
I would have been the most popular person to come see at the hospital if I were fucking my
Some dudes make a wish. Like, fuck.
No. But many a doctors. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. But it made me like not want to be there anymore.
It can go
Especially like,
it can get
because
bad.
the leading up to fucking your coworkers is hot.
Right.
Like that, like the flirting with them at work.
It's the
and
first
like,
6 seasons of The Office. Once they do it, it sucks.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Once you do it, and then you're like, oh, now we have to like see each other every day,
Yeah.
and like we're not going to be in a relationship. It's like, oh, this is so
Awkward.
uncomfortable now.
How you doing, doctor?
Yeah, and then like, how long do you keep up the fucking and like, yeah.
The worst is when it gets messy at like a service industry job where you have sex with the hostess and you're like, oh, this is cool, but then she also has sex with like your friend who's the waiter.
Yeah.
But I thought we had to, and now you're all three just like, all right, all right.
So I'm not going to work the night shift anymore.
Right,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, I guess I'm doing brunch.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's not fucking your coworkers, although that is a much better fetish.
Then,
It's arousal from insects.
ooh, no.
But it's not fucking insects because I don't even think that's possible.
It's like when a cricket lands on your shoulder, you're like, ooh.
I love that.
Ugh.
I feel like I saw some girl get turned on by that on TikTok the other day.
Oh,
she
really?
like had these lizards and she was like, look at him. He's so handsome. And she was like going on and on
Handsome is
about a
not-
lizard. And I was like, it's a fucking lizard for
handsome
crying
is not
out
how I
loud.
would
Yeah.
describe a lizard.
No, he doesn't even have fur. Like, what are we
the
talking
best
about
part of an
right now?
animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, what? He doesn't have paws. Like, I love their little hairy paws of dogs
Yeah,
and
yeah,
kitties,
yeah.
but I'm not aroused by them. But
Right. Yeah.
still.
Yeah, look at him bite the head off of a cricket. Isn't that so hot?
Yeah. Okay, so you have more fetishes than you think you do.
Yeah.
But let's get into why fetishes exist.
Okay.
So there are 5 different like reasons that they've come up with of why fetishes exist. Now these aren't necessarily like hardcore, but these are like the options that you have.
Can I guess?
Go for it.
Okay. I'm definitely going to guess childhood.
That is one. Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay. All right. Being exposed to something like sort of like on a television or porn at a young age.
That was technically still childhood.
Oh, okay.
So,
Got it. Oh, yeah. It would be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's my guess.
Okay. So this one, the very first one, is why the foot fetish is such a fetish. And it's scientifically proven. I have looked this up. It's the first one is signals crossing. So what that means is, there are certain wires in your brain
Yeah.
that will sometimes cross, and whatever it is, the senses in your foot, whatever sensories are there, they also cross with your pleasure sensor.
Right.
And so sometimes those senses can be crossed, and like that is why I feel like it's like a man is licking my pussy when he's licking my toes.
But see, that makes sense for you. But the fetish for the guy to do it.
For the guy.
Yeah.
Well, what I think in that case, because this is what I've heard from people who have a foot fetish, is it's typically comes from if you were like, say, an Indian culture where the female body is not really revealed. So what you do see of the female body is her feet.
Her feet.
So that is what you sexualize.
Gotcha.
Because that's really all you see.
Because you can't
of
fuck
a woman.
an eyeball. Right. It's
Yeah,
like feet and eyeballs is
mean,
really,
yeah.
Right. Because they're, right.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
So that's what I've heard from that most part. The other one, of course, is early childhood imprints of
Yes.
things that you see in childhood
Right.
And bring into adulthood with you. The next is going to be like aesthetic or the grossed out theory, meaning that something can be gross to you in everyday life, but when you are sexually aroused, it is no longer gross like pee.
Right.
And now becomes sexualized.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can see that with like urine and feces
Yeah.
and that type of thing. Even sweat, if I'm being honest.
Sweat,
Because I
yeah.
think sweat in a normal everyday situation is like, ooh, that's gross. Like
Right.
when I'm sweaty, I'm like, don't hug me,
Yeah.
don't like touch me. But if I'm fucking
Right.
and I'm sweaty, I'm like,
Yeah.
I will lick the sweat off my partner.
Sweat,
you know?
spit. Yeah.
Yes,
Saliva.
all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Spit. Are you into spit?
Sure.
I feel like you are the most people-pleasing motherfucker I've ever met. You're like, yeah, sure, I'll spit in your mouth. What do you want? You want me to tie you up, fuck your ass? What do you piss on you?
Just tell me.
But you're not technically like turned on by it. That's what I'm asking.
No, not
Okay.
particularly. No.
Yeah, because I feel like I've had partners in the past that have like out of nowhere spit in my mouth, and I was like,
Oh, yeah. You gotta ask.
totally
Yeah.
not ready for that.
Yeah, yeah.
What just happened?
Yeah. Yeah. I had a girl ask. She's like, "Can I spit in your mouth?" Like, yeah, sure, fine.
Yeah.
But at least I was like given the warning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not the worst thing. I am making out with this person. I have
Totally.
all of their other bodily fluids in
Yeah.
my mouth.
Right.
But
Everything
warn
else.
me.
Right. Totally. Yeah. Yeah.
My mouth
Tap my
was
head.
open.
Yeah. Tap my head before you spit in my mouth.
Yeah, almost choked on the spit there. Jesus Christ. The next one is the pain theory.
Yes.
Okay, and that's because obviously sometimes pain equals pleasure,
Mm-hmm.
pleasure equals pain, that type of thing. And I think that goes with the choking, that's
Yeah.
the tying up,
Yeah.
all of-
Slapping.
slapping,
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah.
slapping.
Yeah,
Are you
hitting.
slapping?
No, but I had. I was with a girl one time. She wanted me to like hit her,
Yeah.
and I was like,
Smacking ass is though you'll
"Dude,
smack an
your
ass.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
great."
Yeah.
But this girl, like, she was like,
Face.
she wanted me to hit her, and
Yeah.
and I did the thing where I like slapped her, and she like rolled her eyes and was like, I was like, "What am I supposed to do right now?"
She's like, I want to lose a tooth.
Yeah, dude. I was like, "Oh my god, I feel so bad." But I was like, "Okay."
Yeah, no, I'm not into slapping on my face, but I will let you slap around my titties or slap
Sure.
my ass. That's
My
yeah.
big thing is like pain. Like to me, like that's
You
such a
don't wanna be in
turn off
pain?
for me. No,
Okay.
or cause pain.
Oh,
Like
okay.
if I'm watching like watching a porn, like the woman is like being slapped or hit or
Yeah.
like choked or being like I'm not like to me like I watch the porn where the girl's like enjoying herself. Like I
Yeah.
love like I'll watch it for the girl like having an orgasm or getting pleasure. Like whenever it's like you put like pain into it, like there's something like I'm like, and again not like because I
Yeah.
understand that people are into that.
Yeah.
For me, that's just like a thing where I'm just like
Yeah,
I don't know.
I can see that.
Yeah.
What about, because I feel like, especially people I've been with, like balls, like I know that you said you don't like causing pain, but like I feel like sometimes guys really like their balls just like mangled.
I've seen that. I've heard that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or where like the girl like steps on it with like a
Yes.
high heel.
Yeah.
Yeah. To me, that's like too sensitive.
Yeah.
Man. I was at the beach yesterday and a wave hit my balls. I was like, oh, like I was like limping for like 2 hours. Don't punch me down there.
Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you
Pain
even-
and sex. I'm not. Yeah.
Will you let someone put your balls in their mouth?
Oh yeah.
Okay, you're okay with that, but don't like
Yeah.
hurt them in any way.
Yeah, don't cause. Yeah, like if
Yeah.
it's like too aggressive with it, and it hurts. You can be like, you gotta knock that off.
Bag it down.
Yeah, but there's some things that are like pleasurable, like for a guy, like his G spot being,
And his
back
anus.
there. Yeah, like
Yeah.
that to me, that's not super painful.
Well, of course it's not painful. It's
That-
pleasure.
Right.
Yeah.
So that I don't have a problem with. I think causing pain to a partner,
Yeah.
slapping the ass, pulling the hair is like fine, but any sort of like choking or hitting or
Yeah.
like demeaning,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just not for me.
Yeah, I feel the same way. That it's funny because almost everything you said is my no list when I walk into a porn set. Because when you go into porn, there is a yes and no list, and everyone wants to know like what you want to happen in this scene and what you absolutely do not want to happen in this scene. And those are almost always my things. I'm like, don't leave any marks on me.
Yeah.
Don't like hit me in the face. Don't spit in my face. Don't say derogatory words to me.
Yeah.
I don't like anyone calling me a slut or a whore when we're having sex.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that I might be a slut and I might take money for it. But I do not want those words expressed to me when I'm having sex with you.
Yeah, especially because it's like the most personal thing you can do with somebody, right?
Yeah.
Other than like a doctor, like, doing
Yeah.
surgery on you and having his hand in your heart. Other than that, it's like, that's pretty personal. And so to be like, you're this, you're that, I don't know. For some reason, it's just like a disconnect for me.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Agreed. All right. Well, the last reason is pretty self-explanatory. It's just your personal preferences.
Yeah, you're into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that can also change over time. I know for me specifically, when I got into porn, I always said like I was vanilla when I got into porn because I didn't, I had tried anal and stuff like that, but I hadn't really explored a lot of sex with different types of partners or anything like that. So yeah, I think throughout your life and throughout partners, being able to ask for different things. Do you feel like your sexual preferences have changed?
Yeah, I've gotten more liberal with stuff the older I get.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like, let's try that. Let's do that. Like, I feel like being young, you're kind of like, I was a little rigid and a little scared and like, I don't know. Like, the older I get, like, I still, like, to this day, like, there'll be like a week will go by and I'll do something new.
Yeah.
Like, I've never done that before. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. So I think the older I get, the more exploratory I get.
Yeah. I love that you were even open enough to say that you don't mind a finger in your butt, because I think for a lot of men that has this like gay stigma, that
that
like
doesn't
they
bother-
don't.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that though.
Oh yeah. The first time that happened, you go, "Oh my God, where's this
experience.
been?" Yeah. And then you get addicted to like you're like, "Oh, what about two?"
Yeah.
What about that thing
we
over
can
there?
go more. Yeah. You want to try something else or?
Yeah. Like I said, I'll try anything.
Yeah.
Mostly anything.
Yeah.
But
Without letting someone step on your balls. Of
oh
course.
my God.
Yeah.
No stepping on the balls. But if I like it, I'm like, yeah, let's do that again.
Yeah.
All
right. So you're not as vanilla as you think you are,
I did
Justin.
pretty well.
You did pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think we've made Justin just about as uncomfortable as I could. So that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you have any fun fetishes that you want to talk about or anything else you want to suggest that you want to see on the show, please let me know in the comment section. I'm happy to address it. And if you like what you saw, hit that subscribe button. Until next time, adios, guys.